your heels together, you pull up on your thigh muscles and your tummy's tight. Interlock your fingers right down to the webbing, all of your knuckles underneath your chin. Relax your shoulders away from your ears and let's begin. Inhale for one inhale. As you inhale, float your elbows all the way up to the ceiling, forearms frame your beautiful face. Now open your mouth and let your head go back. As your head goes back, your spine is straight. Your eyes, they're wide open, and so is your mouth. As you relax the shoulders, squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale the prana into your body. This very, very ancient breath, guys, every time you do it, you're activating this breath in your body. One more breath. And again, you let it go. And when you let it go, you exhale. You know, pranayama was designed by the ancient beings as you relax the shoulders and squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale. You know, there's a very different agenda on the earth, the modern earth. As you relax the shoulders, you float your elbows up and you inhale one more beautiful breath. And again, you let it go. There are lots of ancient truths that have been hidden about ancient mankind, even some of them only 200 years ago, and they've been completely erased. Squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale. And this is almost the dumbing down, you know, of the human population to keep them in a low frequency in their brain so they can mess with them. As you inhale, one more sip at the top, and again, you let it go, and your spine is straight. So they removed a lot of the clues, you know, the little things that make you hinge onto something else. Well, why is this not now? As you squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale your pranayama. And as you inhale, you get the weight back in the heels, you pull your tummy muscles in, you're expanding the top of your lungs, you inhale one more gorgeous breath. And again, would you let it go? And when you let it go, your spine is so straight. And your eyes are wide open and your mouth is wide open. Relax the shoulders and you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale your pranayama. But then we began to notice there are very strange structures on the earth, you know, like the pyramids that are all over the earth, actually. And we wonder, well, how could they possibly be built? As you inhale one more breath at the top. And again, you let it go. So what this modern mind, which wants to dumb humanity down, tells you is, oh, ancients built them. Yeah, they were ancients. And they came over here and they built these buildings. You squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale. And this is the last one of your first set. They never at any moment wanted to admit that it's mankind that did this. And it's mankind in an ancient time. As you inhale one more beautiful breath. And again, you let it go. Your spine is straight. Your eyes are open. You look along the ceiling, and please bring your elbows together to squeeze at the end. Let your arms float down by your side and you breathe. And Wayne and I are really down this rabbit hole of finding out what was before. Second set, again, toes together, heels together, pull up on your thighs, your tummy's tight, interlock your fingers, knuckles underneath your chin, relax your shoulders. And let's begin. Inhale for 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And 5 and 6 at the top. Exhale for 6 and 5 and 4 and 3, and bring your elbows together. Now again, inhale. As you inhale, get the weight back in the heels, your chin is down, you're looking forward. As you inhale, a little bit more, one more beautiful breath. And again, you let it go. One of the things that has been erased from our consciousness is the healing of sound. Sound has a healing, you know, it affects water. And you know we are made of water, 74%, as you squeeze your elbows together. And again, you inhale, your chin is down. And you know, I talk about Mr. Gurdjieff and his amazing works on the planet, guys. As you inhale a little bit more, one more beautiful breath, way at the top, you hold it. And again, you let it go. Because of him that I teach this yoga. As you relax the shoulders, and please, because I understood the truth in this yoga, as you relax the shoulders and squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale your pranayama. But the yoga, you know, our ancients embedded their knowledge in blood and bones and skin, and also thoughts and feelings, and also the divine self. As you inhale one more beautiful breath, and again, you let it go. So they couldn't say with the Indian yoga that, oh, you know, some ancients came down, and they gave them this yoga, and that's why the yoga works. Relax the shoulders, squeeze your elbows together, and again, you inhale. So what they did was they allowed the yoga to be kind of infiltrated. So the pure yoga, because you all know how this works, not something I'm telling you that you imagine. You've seen it work in your own bodies. One more breath. And again, you let it go. I did all of the other yoga because I'm a researcher, you know. I don't leave any stone unturned when I'm on something or I got my teeth in something. I keep looking until something inside me is satisfied. Squeeze your elbows. And again, you inhale. And when something inside me is satisfied is when I found the truth, when I've worked it out. So there was nobody could actually change and say that some, I don't know, ancients, somebody from other planets did this yoga. One more breath. And again, you let it go. So they systematically changed it. Every single posture that you see in the yoga in the outside world was started in this yoga. Squeeze your elbows. And here's your last one. It's just the knowledge was lost. Inhale more. This yoga is filled with knowledge. Whether you know it or not, every time you do class, it's educating you. One more breath and you let it go. This is your last one. Eyes are wide open, mouth is wide open, shoulders relax, and bring your elbows together, please, to squeeze at the end. Excellent. Let your arms float down by your side and you breathe. Let's start with Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. Padastasana, hand to feet pose, please. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index, glue your wrists together. Straight elbow, straight knees, reach up, touch the ceiling, and begin to stretch your body from side to side. Every time you come through the middle, trying to touch the ceiling for 3, 2, 1. Come, stop in the middle. Now get the weight back in the heels, suck your tummy tight, bum. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, reach up as high as you can, glue your wrists together, touch the ceiling. And now over you go in a perfectly straight line towards the right hand side of the room. You breathe. You get the weight back in the heels, pull your tummy muscles in. You're all very, very dedicated yogis and yoginis. So very gently invite your right, left hip over your left ankle. Now, I knew as I researched that a lot of the stories and the things that were hidden from my African heritage, I understood very, very clearly what had been robbed and stolen so they could dumb down my African heritage. But what I didn't realize is what they were doing with my English heritage, what they hid from everybody's sight, and the English heritage and the suburbia and Serbia, all the different places in that part of my heritage as well have been hidden as clearly as they have in the African heritage. Now, please, because all of the hidden heritages are being scrapped so they could bring this kind of new world order. Now, Will, bring your right left hip towards me. Bring it towards me a lot, Will. Yeah, get your line up, center your line up. Very, very good, Aileen. Drop the shoulders away from your ears. Come down 5. Come down 4. Come down 3, 2, done. Breathe up long. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, reach up as high as you can, touch the ceiling, and over you rainbow in a perfectly straight line towards the right hand side of the room. You breathe. And I began to understand something called, if I say it right way and I don't even know, Tataria. And Tataria is this very, very ancient, this very, very, it's not that ancient, but it's actually 200 years ago, all over Europe. They built their buildings, they built to this incredible knowledge. And then they pulled them down. All right, left armpit forward and get your chin up, arms back. Tataria was wiped out, guys. Bring your left hip forward, and it was actually the deep spiritual side of Europe. And now you suck your tummy, you straighten your elbows, you straighten your knees, and you push. You push your left hip, right hip over your right ankle, and you pull at your right arm, pull it almost out to your shoulder, suck it as you breathe. Straighten your elbows a little bit more. Come down 5, come down 4, come down 3, 2, down. And you breathe up very, very long. Okay, tighten your bum, hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up and drop your head back. Shake out your head a couple of times. Now inhale the biggest breath of air, lift your chest up and take your arms back to where your ears are and look back, go back, breathe back. I am so grateful for Instagram, guys, for the things that I find out about the old world, along with Wayne. As you go back, more back, lift your chest up. And they say, oh, Instagram, they don't know there's knowledge hidden in there. That's why they don't want you to look at it. And go back, more back, way back, go back, breathe back, more back, go back, way back, even more back, one more breath. Inhale as you come up long. Suck in your tummy. Bend your knees, come down the straight spine. You know, Instagram's like anything else. You go after what you like. If you're interested in the trivia, then you're going to go after the trivia. But if you're interested in the ancient knowledge, There is so much ancient knowledge infused. Wiggle your hips from side to side. I've become so much understanding. Wiggle your hips from side to side. What was destroyed in Europe, everywhere. And Russia, destroyed. Okay. Bend your knees, tum your thighs, chest and the knees, reach around and grab your heels from behind. Wrap your elbows around the calf muscles. Lift your hips up into the air. Drop the shoulders away from your ears and begin to pull. Wrap the elbows around a little bit more, you begin to pull. Get the weight in the toes, begin to pull, lift your hips up into the air. And what began to change it? Well, that royal family. They wanted to destroy everything, the true knowledge. Wrap the elbows around a little bit more, get the weight. Oh, how could they rule? Get the weight, the toe, lift your hips there, pull, pull, pull. One more delicious breath. Inhale as you come up. But all this ancient knowledge is in your DNA. Let your arms float down. Take a breath, let go. Inhale your arms, roll your head, interlock your fingers, release your index, glue your wrists together, straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, reach up as high as you can and rainbow over in a perfectly straight line towards the left-hand side of the room. You breathe. And your chin is up and your arms are back, you suck your tummy, you tighten your bum, you glue your wrists together. For some reason, guys, when I was just talking to you, I tapped my phone and it clicked into the world clock for some reason. I didn't look at it because I'm talking to you guys. Push your right hip, but lift it more over your left ankle. Feel your knees going over your ankle. So your knees are not on top of your ankle. Your knees are away from your ankle. In fact, your right knee is closer to your left ankle than your left knee is. As you push it a little bit more. And when you come down, you breathe. And what the number was, guys, as I'm talking to you, is 1111. And 1111 is the sacred numbers. Left armpit forward, chin up, arms back, right hip forward. And right armpit forward, left hip forward. Glue together, looking very, very beautiful, Christine. Looking very, very beautiful, Wayne. As you begin to come down for 5 and 4, for 3 and 2, and down. Breathe up. Straighten your elbows, straighten your knees, reach up, touch the ceiling. And over you go in a perfectly straight line. And over you go toward, try not to bring the hands down, Will, because when you bring the hands down, you change the posture. You instantly change the blood flow. And it's not something you want to do. You know, we're keeping the blood flow side to side equally. The arms, we use the arms a lot. And you know what, whenever you're using the arms, you were using the heart. Your heart is interacting with your arms very, very, it's why hugs work. Left armpit forward, right hip forward, glue your wrists together. That's why touch with the arms work. It's because they're attached to the heart. As soon as you bring the arms down in the middle of the posture, boom, then the heart's affected instantly. And we don't want to do that. Oh, the ancients would have asked us to. As you come down 5, come down 4, come down 3, 2, done. And breathe up. It's just keeping just to the blueprint. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up and drop your head back. There's a deep intelligence in understanding the blueprint. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up. And now float your arms back to where your ears are. If you're in class, Diane, welcome, baby boo. Hips, tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up. That's it, Wayne. And now look, drop your head back completely and point your fingertips to where you're looking at. And if you're really good and your arms are really, armpits are open, you'll be dropping your fingertips below where you're looking at. And now you're trying to get your eyes to look at where your fingertips are because they're below. And that means you're opening the whole of your armpits. 3, 2, 1, done. Inhale, come up long. Stretching those armpits is an incredible thing. That's what arms back to where your ears are is saying, stretch your armpits. Get your hands on the floor, move your hips from side to side until your lower back feels great, loose, comfy, easy, relaxed. Move your hips from side to side until your lower spine's back. It's okay, bend your knees, tummy your thighs. You see, with the ancient yoga, they can't tell us, well, you know, some aliens came down and they've shown us these postures, these aliens. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles. Oh, the ancient periods. Yeah. They were built by slaves. Slaves with sticks. You know, sticks and round stones. Yeah. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles. Get the weight in the toes. Lift your hips up into the air. Drop the head down. And get your forehead on the shins below the knees. Wrap the elbows around the calf muscles. Lift your hips up into the air. And get the weight into the toes. Tesla said, once you understand energy, and vibration and frequency. You understand everything. 369. When he died, they went into his home and they stole all of his knowledge. And it's been hidden ever since. Weight in the toes, pull on the heels. Lift your hips up into the air, pull. Tesla is ours, pull. Lift your hips up into the air, pull. Get the weight in the toes, pull. One more breath. Inhale as you come up. And let your arms float down. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. Understand your intellect is far in excess of what you've ever been led to believe it is. Look down at your feet, take a 6-inch step to the right. Hide your heels behind your toes, inhale your arms up to center, and drop your shoulders down deep away from your ears, suck in your tummies, inhale breathing, and boom, sit down on your imaginary chair, and instantly lift your body up. Get the weight in the heels. Sit back so far that if you look down, you can see your big toe. If you can't, you're not sitting back far enough. Now find your neck. Shoulders away from your ears. Neck's gorgeous, Wayne. Beautiful neck, Aileen. Stretch your arms forward, weight in the heels. Now curve your back up. Curve your upper body up at the end. Change. Come right up onto your toes as high as you can. Straighten out your legs a lot to start with. Inhale, breathing, and crack your knees a little bit. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both heels forward. Lift up the right heel, left heel, both heels. Keep kicking the weight into the platform of your toes. So you're actually working the platform. So the only part of your foot that is on the ground is the toes. And now lift up the heels higher to actually bend the toes even more, going into your instep, going into your arch. And that's enough. Bring your knees together to touch. I have to say I hang out in that posture a lot in my own class. Bring your knees together to touch. Lift your heels a tad, suck your tummy, and slide down your core marble wall. For 20 years, I've taken class with other people, and in the Bikram world, a lot of mean people. And when I began to teach myself, because there was nobody else and I was too injured to take a normal class, oh my, it's so very different to be taught love. Shoulders away from your ears. I've never had it before, guys. Now I want you to bounce, Will. I want you to bounce. Bounce a little bit. Bounce, just Will, to get those knees down. You need them down, yeah. And then change, come up. Squeeze your knees, squeeze your knees, squeeze your knees all the way up. Yeah, and come down. And feet together. Arms down, take a breath. Let go and breathe. Look down at your feet again. Take a 16 steps to right. Hide your heels behind your toes, my beautifuls. Inhale your arms up. You're all lines, you know, you're all geometric straight lines right now. Suck in your tummy, sit down. Now you're straight lines with a bend in them, you know? Get the weight back. Lift your body up. So as you're feeling that you're sitting back deeper, at the same time, you're reaching forward, but you don't want your belly near your thighs. Sit back a little bit more, lift your body up, Aileen, one more breath. Change. Very good, Burr. Very, very good, Wayne. It's perfect. Come right up onto your toes as high as you can. Straighten out your legs a lot. Inhale, breathing. Crack your knees a little bit. Right heel forward, left heel forward, both heels forward. Lift up the right heel, left heel, both heels. And then go higher into the toes. Go higher into the arch. Don't let your knees bow open, Will. Big toe into the ground. Change. Bring your knees together to touch. Lift your heels a tad. Suck in your tummy and slide down your cool marble wall. So I've been teaching, and come down all the way, Will. So you bend forward, you put your hands on the ground, because it's very, very important that your knees, that your heel can go close to your hips can go close to your heel. And if that's not happening, it's a deterioration in the muscles at the front of your knees and the fascia. So that's it, Will. That's what you're working into. Now bounce, everybody, 1, 2, 3. If your knees feel strong, okay. But you're down now, Will, which is excellent. And change. Excellent, man. And feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go, and breathe. It just, because I can't ask you, but if you're feeling you're in a posture and it hurts, you never do it. If it feels needs stretching, that's a different thing. That's fascia, connective tissue. When it just pulls, work for that. Ouch, never. Let's do Garuda. Inhale your arms above your head, see which is right, which is left. Swing your right arm underneath your left arm. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull the elbows down, sit down deep, butt out, chest up, and pick up your right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it around the left one. So in my little travels around Los Angeles, I've taught at 6 different studios. So I've seen 6 different studios and the different kinds of practices they got. Lift your body up a little bit more. Move your knees to the right. Bring the left hip forward. Stick your butt out behind you and change. Arms over your head. Swing the left arm underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumb towards your face. Pull the elbows down, sit down deep, butt out, chest up, and pick up your left leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it around the right one. And then you breathe. So going around these 6 studios, I've understood which ones that I will go back to. It's not a matter of the distance from where I am. I'll teach a double. I'll go the distance. The studios I won't go to are the studios where the students don't listen to what I'm telling them. And they're doing their own little comfortable thing. Never going back there. Never going to teach them. They go, oh, you're going to come back. Hell no. You don't listen, booze. Move your knees to the right, left. Bring the right hip forward. Take your bum out behind you. Lift your upper body up at the end. Change. Arms over your head. And swing the left arm, right arm underneath your left. Cross your forearms, thumbs towards your face. Pull the elbows down. Sit down deep, butt out, chest up. And pick up the right leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it and squeeze it. Pull the elbows down. Definitely going to teach a double in South Bay, because South Bay is all the old yoga, Bikram yogis as well. South Bay is where the real yoga is happening. I'm going to do a double there. 4:30, 6:30. Lift your upper body up. Pull the elbows down. Move your knees towards the left, right, a little bit more weight. Bring the left hip forward. Change. Fabulous, Will. Arms over your head, especially the footwork. Swing the right hand, left underneath your right. Cross your forearms, thumbs towards your face. Pull your elbows down, sit down deep, butt out, chest up, and pick up the left leg and wrap it and coil it and bend it. I know you live in Brentwood, I think, Wayne. I think you live there, perhaps. Can't go back to Brentwood, all privileged, and they're only going to do, because they're rich. So they're only going to do it. Oh, no, I only can do it like this. Oh, no, only like this. Well, you're going to only do it like this on your own. As you pull the elbows down, lift your body up, move your knees to the right, left. Bring the right hip forward, squeeze. Change. Fabulous. Arms over your head. Let them float down. Have a drink of your water. A real surprise candidate, though, Wayne, is Koreatown. Definitely going to do a class at Koreatown. They were all new. Nobody knew the postures, and they gave everything. They gave everything. And breathe. It's very rewarding for if you're teaching and people will go for it. Then some people, oh no, I'm just doing this. Well, you're going to have to just do that on your own. Straighten out your left leg. Suck in your tummy. Round over. And pick up your right foot. Interlock your fingers under somewhere below the toes. And straighten the knee. And straighten the knee. Contract your left thigh muscle. Spread the weight over the whole of the standing foot. And you'll straighten the knee. And you straighten the knee. If you're ready, and your left leg is completely straight, locked, solid, concrete, one piece, you have no knee, you have locked your knee. Inhale, exhale. And kick your right heel forward. When you kick your right heel forward, pull your toes back hard towards your face. But remember, this whole posture is about your left leg, Christine. It's exquisite. It's exquisitely beautiful. As you kick the heel forward a little bit more, you pull your toes back hard. Begin to bend your elbows down to break the plane of the calf muscle if you want to. And I'm wondering, Christine, if you've not gone to that studio of yours, because they're not going to do what you say, and they're not going to have you there. That's the same thing. I knew it, Christine. I knew it in Brentwood. I knew it. For 3, for 2, and done. And take a breath. I knew it, Christine. When I made that decision, you clicked into my head. You can change them, but it's work. Yeah, I'm not willing. I'm not willing. Straighten out your left leg, sucking your right leg, sucking your tummy round over and pick up your left foot. I don't mind teaching a whole bunch of new people if they will go for it. Interlock your fingers under your thumb. But I can't teach from the empty into the void. And straighten your knee. Straighten your knee, straighten your knee, straighten your knee. Contract your right thigh muscle. Contract your right thigh muscle. If your right leg is locked and it's solid and it's concrete, one piece, you have no knee, then you inhale, exhale, and kick your right heel forward. It would have been the same at Beverly Hills, except Beverly Hills is a very, very strong LGBT community. And the LGBT men, when they're in that room, oh, they kick it out of their park as you straighten your knee. So it raised the level of that whole studio. And you kick the heel forward, pull your toes back hard towards your face. So I was willing to go with them. And they ended up having a fabulous level as you kick the heel forward. Now pull your toes back hard. Christine's very, very beautiful posture. And begin to rest well. Begin to bend your elbows down if you want to, or stay there. It's gorgeous posture, Christine. 3, 2, and down. And take a breath, let go, and breathe. Because going around all the different studios is very different for me. I've usually had a home studio. Not going around to 6 different studios, not knowing anybody. It's been very eye-opening. And I thought of you guys a lot because you're going to studios that I don't know. Straighten out your right, left, sucking your tummy. Last time. Pick up the left foot. And interlock your fingers and your thumb where below the toes. And straighten the leg you're standing on. And straighten the leg you're standing on. Push the knee back. So it's wrong knee will, it's wrong leg will. Push the knee back so the leg is locked and it's solid and it's concrete. And the only thing to, still the wrong leg, picking up the right. And the only thing to observe, Will, without any judgment, is just that you were absent when you, because you know the posture. So it's just you can notice, aha, my brain wasn't in this room. That's all. It's a very interesting thing to notice when the brain is in the house and when it isn't. Straighten the leg. If you're ready, kick the heel forward. When you kick the heel forward, you pull your toes back as hard as you can towards your face. Lovely, Barbie. Really relaxing, letting your shoulders release, Barbie. Now, when you pull your toes back hard, begin to bend your elbows down to break the plane of the calf muscle. And nobody has the practice that you guys have got, guys. Nobody. As you bend the elbows down, break the plane of the calf muscle. Yeah, you've done. 3, 2, done. It's enough. It's enough. Breathe. Other side. Straighten out your right, round over, and pick up your left. Interlock your fingers and your thumb below the toes and straighten the knee. And straighten the knee. Contract the thigh muscle. Straighten the knee. If you're ready, you can play with the edge. And you never have to play with the edge. You always come into the room with a fresh day, fresh person, fresh yoga, fresh practice. No judgment of what you're doing. It's how you are today. Stunning Christine, tuck your toes back. When you're ready, begin to bend your elbows down to break the plane of the calf muscle. Once the elbows go break the plane of the calf muscle, then you're going to get your chin to your throat and forward to your knee, and you stay there for 5 and 4 for 3 and 2 and done. And take a breath. And let go and breathe. And if you want a sip of water, you take it. And let's do standing boat rolling. Toes and heels together to touch. Bend your right elbow in at the waist, your palm is facing the ceiling. Please let your hands go down and pick up the foot from the inside and touch your knees together. Inhale with energy, your left arm up really high and keep your left arm right by your ear. Inhale, breathe in and begin to kick the leg directly back behind you and lift your upper body up. And it's not always a financial privilege that drags the studio down, you know, because Hermosa Beach is in South Bay and Hermosa is so expensive along with Manhattan Beach. There's definitely as expensive, you know, as Brentwood, and you kick the leg back behind you. But they've got a lot of those people that live by the beach, the people that love bodies, their own beautiful bodies. They're surfers a lot as you kick the leg back and up. Now that, get that arm closer to your head, Aileen, baby. Get that arm. That's it, Aileen, and it move very much more quickly. Do more of it. And as you kick the leg up, lovely Christine, puts coming up top of your head. Incredible, Will, as you kick up the leg a little bit more. If you feel out of balance, lift up your left arm. Now drop the left shoulder towards your chin. Touch your chin to the shoulder. Fabulous, Aileen. Just find your chin and shoulder, Aileen. 3. Just find it. 2. Done. That's it. That's it. And she hung out because she found it first time. The muscles move in mysterious ways. They have subtle ends that take longer to stretch than the bulk of the muscle I've found. Left elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Where the muscle attaches is kind of weaker than where the bulk of the muscle is. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot, bring your knees together to touch. That's some experience. Inhale with energy. Your right arm up, knees together. Inhale, breathing. And begin to kick the leg back and up, kick the leg back and up. Lift your arm up, Wayne, remember it's leading you. Lift your arm up, open your armpits. And as you open your armpits, then bow your body up through your knee. Bow your body from your armpits through your knee, and then get the knee higher and higher. But you don't squeeze the armpits down, you lift the armpits up. Yes, Aileen. And now get your head on a little bit straighter. It's slightly, the chin is slightly going to your left, get it down a little bit. Yes, Aileen, kick the leg back as you open up the body. You're opening up the body, fabulous, Wayne. Keep lifting up that right arm, Wayne. Make sure that right arm is touching the chin. Very, very good efforts, Will, as you kick the leg back. Fabulous, Christine. Go after it, baby. It's beautiful. For 5, foot over the top of your head, Christine. Let's see the calf. Let's go for the calf. 4. Let's go. There's the calf, Christine. There's the calf, Christine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Christine, you got the knee. Wasn't just the calf, you got the knee. Breathe. Left elbow, right elbow into the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down and pick up the foot. Bring your knees together to touch. Inhale with energy, your left arm up. Knees touch. Inhale, breathing, and kick the leg back. Make sure, Christine, you go and teach Olga. Make sure you go and teach Olga. She's Tuesday, Thursday, 8 o'clock. You know, call her, book with her, and kick back. Because Olga said that she's getting better classes online in Ancient Yoga Journey than she is in her studio, with the new people in the studio. So they've not got it. She can't believe how everybody's so powerfully strong in the practice. So she's loving it. She gets class. Because when you're a teacher, what happens is you start not to get your class. Because you're giving all the classes, you get none, and it's tough. Kick up the leg even more. Begin to bring the left shoulder, right shoulder towards your chin. As your left shoulder touch your chin to shoulder, Christine, you hold it with Barbie. You hold it with Wayne. You hold it with Aileen. Don't let your arm float to the left, Aileen. Try to bring it down. Try to bring it closer to the right, So far left. Kick up 5. Kick up 4, Christine. Let's see the 3, 2, done. It was fabulous. It was beautiful, babe. You've got a very bendy body, you know. Very, very, not spinatal noodle body. You've got a body that bends with the muscles. Turn your skeleton. Left elbow in the waist, palm facing up. Let your hand go down, pick up the foot, bring your knees together to touch. And it gives you very, very beautiful shape, very similar to Aileen, but you're further along. Inhale your right, left arm up, because Aileen's been doing the yoga, I don't know, maybe 6 months. You've been doing it several years. It's very different. Inhale, breathing, kick the leg back. Kick the leg back. And as you kick the leg back and up, and Aileen, the way your body's changed is incredible. Kick the leg back. And when you're teaching in the room, remember the lowest what heat you want to get is 110. And you want to get up to 45, 50% humidity. Kick the leg back. If you feel like you're about to pass out, you can't even walk, then you walk to the door, you open it, and you sit by the door as you're letting the air get to everybody else, and you'll cool yourself down there, you'll be ready to go again. As you kick up the leg even more, keep on kicking, keep on kicking, keep on kicking. Begin to bring, and everybody you open the door in front of, they'll love you, and kick the leg back behind you. Now begin to bring. Right shoulder towards you, and it's gorgeous, Christine. Keep on kicking, it's gorgeous. Keep on kicking. 5, 4, 3, 2, done. It's incredible, babe. And breathe. Okay, let's do Tula. Let's do Tula Dandasana. So come to the back of your mouse. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index, glue your wrists together. Take a great big step on your right foot. Point your left toe. Inhale, breathing. And then bring your bodies down. Fabulous, Will. Activate the foot, Will. Very, very activate. Yes, Will, it's gorgeous. And now body down more, Will. Your body's lengthened, Will. Body down, arms up, body down, leg up, and change. Breathe. I think it's because of the age you did the training. Take a great big step on your left foot. Point your right toe. And then bring your body down. It's just the difference in the upper part of your body. As I look at it, it's completely different, Will. Body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Stretch forward. Point the toes behind you. Keep on reaching forward, chin away from the chest. You keep on stretching, stretch, stretch, stretch. And change. And breathe. Let your arms float down. Take a breath, let go. And breathe. Let's do one more. Very strong today, Wayne. Inhale your arms above your head. Interlock your fingers, release your index, glue your wrists together. Take a great big step on your right foot. Point your left toe. And then go, bring your upper body down. Body down, arms up, body down, leg up. A little bit more. Keep on stretching forward. Chin is away from the chest. Pointing the toes behind you. And change. Well fought for it, Wayne. Well fought for it. Well, it's perfect. Breathe. Take a great big step on your left foot. Point your right toe. Inhale, breathing. And bring your body down, arms up, body down, leg up. Keep on stretching forward. Point the toes behind you, body down, arms up. Yes, Barbie, come down more. Why not? Bodies will. Will and Barbie, you look the same. Stretch forward and back. Done. Let your arms float down. Take a breath. Come and stand on the left-hand side of your mat. Okay. You see these postures, they bring you back to the natural range of movement you had when you were much younger, which is why Will and Barbie's posture look the same. Inhale your arms above your head. Take a great big 4.5 steps to the right. Arms down parallel. Immediately turn your toes in, heels out. Arms back, chin up, sucking your tummy. And you go down. There is no other guy who's not doing this, Barbie, that I could say that Will and that guy's postures were the same. Absolutely no chance at all that any guy has the slightest posture that is the same as Will. This is what you work for. And this is what the people that don't do yoga do not see. Lift your hips up into the air. In themselves, they don't see it. Bend your elbows and pull. Because remember, talent is when you can hit a target that nobody else can hit. Genius is when you're hitting a target that nobody else can see. Even people living with you can't see what is going on with your bodies when you're doing this, or everybody would do the yoga with you. My husband didn't do the yoga with me. Get the weight to the toes, if you're into the air, pull. Bend your elbows, pull. Get the weight to the toes, pull. My family's not doing the yoga because they cannot see the genius of what you're touching. Inhales come up. And that is not an insult to them, guys. It's more as you see this genius. Feet together, arms down, take a breath, let go and breathe. Not everybody does because of the work that it takes to do it. It's a lot of work when you add it up, guys. Inhale your arms over your head, take a great big 4.5 steps to right, arms down parallel immediately. Turn your toes in, heels out, arms back, chin up, suck your tummy, and you go down. So you know what? I slide your hand to the back of your legs, grab your feet. What I equate this to is that, you know, the wagon trains, when they were finding a new way where to be, they had the scout, and the scout would go out and find the perfect place for the wagon train to go to. You are scouts. You have found the perfect way for the body to be harmonious in the way you've done your postures. And just because everybody can't take it in that great big lump of 90 minutes, you can still feed them with love. You can still bring them to another level of being simply by the fact that they're living with you. You're raising the consciousness of their own frequency and vibration as you are your space. So nothing is wasted. Get the weight into the toes. Lift your hips up into the air. Bend your elbows and pull one more breath. And change. Inhale as you come up. Feet together, arms down. Take a breath, let go and breathe. So it's your frequency that's passing on what you've been doing all these years, many of you. Chicken Asana triangle pose, the master. So please inhale your arms over your head. Take a great big 4.5 steps to the right, arms down parallel immediately. Push your hips forward, first step, arms back. Turn the right heel, turn into a 1/2 inch more, back foot turns in. Inhale, sit down, sit down, sit down. Sucking your tummy and just move your arms. Elbow gets in front of you, stop there, you push your knee back with the help of the elbow. And just a point, Aileen, if you're teaching in class and you see somebody quite new get into this posture, don't try to get them to get it right. It's going to take many, many times of them coming into class to work this one out, their bodies. So you get them to know as possible and just enjoy what they have there and let them enjoy it. Turn your chin, touch chin to shoulder, look up towards your left hand. Straighten out your left leg. The back of your neck is long. Left baby toes into the ground. Push your right knee back with the help of the elbow. Stretch your arms in opposite direction like an actual human tug of war. You just go over halfway. Now keep on reaching up with the left hand as high as you can. At the same time, you're trying to touch this lovely wheel in between your first and your second toe. Now push the knee back very gently one more time. Beautiful way. Reach up, reach down. Very lovely. Beautiful, lady. Hips forward, arms back. Turn the left heel, turn the toe a half inch more. Turn the back foot in, 45 degree angle. Now breathing, sit down, sit down, sit down. And suck in your tummy. Swizzle your arms. Once your elbow gets in front of you, stop there. Push the knee out of the way with the help of the elbow. And instantly look up towards your right hand and you breathe. If you've seen some of the posts on Instagram from the old world in Tatari, you cannot believe what they had in Europe before. You cannot believe the electric cars, the electric movable things, the electric bikes, the electric little trikes. And we're talking about, oh, electric cars were just made. No, they weren't, but it was all destroyed. As you stretch your arms in opposite direction, back in that human tug of war, you really, really straighten out. Your right leg a lot round, your right baby toes into the floor. As you look up towards your right thumb, you reach up as high as you can, you reach down, touch your arms in opposite direction. That's your human tug of war again. Reach out, chin, touch shoulder, profile face visible. Done. Feet together, arms down, take a breath. Let go and breathe. A lot can be lost in 200 years, I realize. We will never be remembered in 200 years. You know, it all goes on this beautiful cycle. It all goes and comes and goes. Inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, take a 3-foot step to the right, lift your toes and spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, second one. Thank you, guys. Not one person did it. Suck your tummy, just move your arms. I love you. And not one person did the wrong posture. Suck your tummy, move your arms. Elbow gets in front of you, stop there. And remember, Wayne's the only person in this room that's not a teacher. He didn't do the wrong posture either. Look up towards your left hand. Straighten out your left leg. Don't make it too much of a lunge, Will. You want those toes to angle, the back foot to angle in. Yes, 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 yes. And it will give you more stability. And then you're not just dangling in your hips, Will. That's what we want. You want you in your strong legs rather than in the hip joints. Reach up as high as you can. Push your right knee back to help the elbow. Stretch your arms in opposite directions. Chin is touching your shoulder. Reach up again. Please reach down again. And you change. Hips forward again, arms back. Turn the other heel. Turn to a ½ inch more. Back foot turns in. Inhale, breathing, sucking your tummy. And just move your arms. Elbow gets in front of the knee, you stop there. Push knee back. This one's very, very much stronger, Will. And you breathe. So then you can use, the muscles in your thighs and your legs and your knees to support the posture rather than be dangling the hips, which is why I say hips forward, to open up the hips. It's in the dialogue, but it's missed out a lot. Chin touches the shoulder. Reach up as high as you can. Straighten out your right leg. Push your left knee back with the help of the elbow. Reach up, reach down. Change. And feet together, arms down, take a breath. Let go. And breathe. And breathe. Okay. Inhale your arms above your head. Hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, take a 3-foot step to the right, lift your toes. Spin on both of your heels at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, sucking your tummy. And round over. Bend your front knee, round over. Lift the middle of the spine up to the ceiling as you round over. And put your third eye on your knee. Breathe. Why do you think savants have this incredible power in certain areas to manifest things that seem impossible to the human brain, for the human brain? It's because it's not impossible for the human brain. It's just that we have been disconnected from it over time, from our brilliance. And the savants, because of an accident of their birth and the way their brain developed, kind of, you got over that. Round your spine. Put your forward inch your knee, one more breath, hands in prayer. a couple of inches in front of your toes, and then round up. Lift your toes, spin to the screen, lift your toes, spin again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chin down, suck your tummy, round over. And it also goes back to that, you know, the idea of a mother who saw a car was on a child, one child was strapped on it. She lifted the car enough for it to get the kid out, because they pull on incredible strength that the human body possesses if needed. The human mind is a physical manifestation of goddesses and gods, trapped in matter, controlled by a certain fuckery on the planet. Lefty, pop and back wasn't prevalent when they built the pyramids, because they wouldn't have been able to build them. It wasn't one guy knew everything and everybody else didn't know nothing. There were slaves. Round up. It's impossible. It took a long time to build. That one guy might have not been around. Feet together, arms down, take a breath. Let go and breathe. Let go and breathe. Second set, inhale your arms above your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs. Take the 3 foot steps to the right, lift your toes and spin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, suck in your tummy, and go for your Fibonacci. And get you forward on your knee. You saw these ancient civilizations, they have the same knowledge. They have the same gods and goddesses in many ways. So there are anthropes flourished all around the different parts of the earth. All of it wiped out, hidden from us. But then I began to realize, hang on, they've not just hidden the indigenous people's work, they've hidden everybody's work. Ancient European, modern European work has been hidden. And get you round, you up and back. The libraries, all the real books in the libraries have been removed. What is in there is not real. That's why you never have new editions of anything. Round up. And lift your toes, spin forward, lift your toes, spin again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, chin down, suck your tummy, round over. That's why you never get the latest edition, because that's the one that's been messed with. That's why Mr. Gurdjieff, he actually chose the people to translate his books into different languages. The people who understood his work and that language was their mother tongue. That's who he chose to translate his books, because he knew they would be then accurate. Modern translation of his books are no good. I've looked at them, I've laughed with what they've taken out. Round up. You see, you're original. They're trying to make us not original, like, you know, all a little blob of people that old, hi Seppi. I love that girl. Toes kneel together to touch. Straighten out your left leg and pick up your right foot. And allow the knee to go down and back. You, my Wayne and Seppi, you've got that beautiful love affair. Hold the foot higher, Aileen. You want it in the crook of your thigh. Excellent, guys. Breathe. Allow the knee to go down and back. Yeah. Lovely foot, Christine, the way you're pointing the toe, really activating the foot. And you, Barbie, change. Beautifully activated foot. Straighten out your right and pick up the left. One day, when you hold the foot high enough into that nook, because that nook's a dent, once you put the foot in the dent, then if you allow the knee to go down your back and your hips are straight, you know, you've got the butt stuck out, your hips are straight, your foot stays in that dent forever. And then you can activate the foot by pointing the toe and it's not going to slip away. But in the beginning, you have to hold it to stay there. When it gets used to it, all the fascia, the connective tissue is opened accordingly. It just stays. And change. You're training your fascia, the connective tissue, and your skeleton to go back to normal. The blueprint is what you normal. Straighten out your left leg, pick up your right foot, let the foot slip in your thigh, bend over, get your hands out there to catch yourself on the ground. And in this modern world, they think that people, old people in the old folks' home, that have lost their brain, riddled with Alzheimer's, arthritis and everything, trying to tell you that's normal. Not normal. Nothing normal about that. And breathe. Gorgeous, Christine. Good for you, baby. And change. Lovely, Aileen. Look how secure you're in it now, you know? And before it was somewhere that was way impossible. And you found the road to it. Straighten out your right, pick up the left. That's why I tell you get 100% benefit from it as soon as you start the postures. Because you find the road. Every time you come, you learn a little more. Body opens a little more. And the fascia opens a little more. Before you know it, you're a yogi or a yogini. Breathe. And you lift up your left hand. Yes, Christine. Brilliant for your anal sphincter. You want one thing tight, it's this one. And change. Honor yourselves, my beloveds. And then turn around. Have a drink your water. Let's have a shavasana, see what comes up. You lay down and you let go and you breathe. Melt into the floor. Do you know, we talk about practice making perfect. You practice yoga enough and you get really very close to a very beautiful, perfect blueprint of the body. Even though your body chronologically, its age may be very, very different than the blueprint. Blueprint is up to the age of 25, really 18 to 23. It's the most beautiful part of the blueprint, fully developed then at 18. And then quite slightly maturing. But also what I found is that you have to practice a lot on trying to keep yourself in the moment, especially emotionally. I'm an emotionally based person. So emotions are the biggest thing that pull me out of the moment. If I see injustice, you know, any kind of injustice at all, which means the whole day is injustice, I emotionally get entrapped in it and it sucks me out of the moment. So I've been trying to, and you know the emotions, they kind of bubble up, their feelings. You're not talking about them, the feelings, they come out and you're back to the feeling, you're in the feeling and you're gone out of the moment. So they're the ones most difficult. I only see them the aftermath of when I'm surfacing from the aftermath. So I just observe in the aftermath, knowing I was swallowed whole yet again, and try not to get down about it because you know time is ticking. Got to get this sorted out. So what I found is that if I can watch a certain program, this certain program, the people are at their raw, bare, and they're pushed in a certain way. And it stimulates you to have an emotion for them, or me. I'm stimulated to have a feeling for them. And that's when I start the action. I start to talk to myself because the feeling is very real. And I say, this program is old. This program's, some of them are over 20 years old. 20 years old. This program is old. This emotion doesn't exist. This person may not exist. And if they do, they're a completely different person. So this doesn't exist. Ignore it. Stop it. And then I'll stop the emotion because of using my common sense to tug at the emotion. And what I'm doing is practicing stopping an emotion engulfing me. The program I watch is called Survivor. And you know, they take them and dump them on the island, they take everything off them, they make them starving crazy, they put with people that, you know, all tight position, they all hate each other after a day, and then they make them really work. You know, it's a very strange program. But it does stimulate, because the body, your body, thinks everything it sees is real. That's why loving yourself is very powerful on you. Because you tell yourself to love yourself and your body's going to believe it. Because your body believes everything it sees. So even though I may watch one program that was like 18 years old, I had to talk my body out of the emotions with common sense to bring her away from it. So then another time in real life, an emotion can hit me because I'm practicing with that feeling. Doesn't matter the reason. I'm practicing with the feeling. Once I go, oh, it's that feeling again, and I start to pull it out. These are giving you little clues of how to work on yourselves, guys. Because emotions swallow you whole. There is no way out of emotions. But if you find something that you can watch that gives you a feeling, you know, of sadness or anger or what, huh? And you get that, work on it. Tell yourself it's not real. They're all dead. You don't even know these people. You've never seen them. They may not even exist anymore. Talk yourself round. I found it's very, very effective. When you're ready, pick up your right leg. Oh, lovely little nudge you got there, my Christine. And that lovely cat. The back of the neck is long. Love you, Aileen. Bye, darling. Love you, baby. More than you know. Pull the knee away from the rib cage in towards your armpit. And the back of the neck is long. And the chin is down. You pull, you hold. And you breathe and you freeze as you massage and stimulate the whole of your ascending colon and your right ovary, if you happen to have one. Please change. And now pick up your other leg. Only one person in our little group at the moment with an ovary. All blokes. Other than that, all blokes. And get the back of your neck is long, the chin is down. And you pull and you hold and you breathe and you freeze, massaging and stimulating the descending colon. And your right ovary, baby girl. For one more breath. And change. And now you pick up both of your legs and swing your arms around them and grab your elbows. And get the back of your neck long on the ground and the chin is down. And the fact that the ovaries stop doing what they do at a certain age, I've actually worked out from it happening to me that it gives women an extra kind of chance to waken up somehow, because we're not governed as much by things that the ovaries govern. As you pull, you hold, you breathe right there. And change. Let your legs go to the floor and you breathe. The blokes have to carry their hormonal pattern right through the end of their lives. Second set, pick up your right leg. Interlock your fingers and your thumb, pull the knee rib cage in towards your armpit. And the back of your neck is long, the chin is down. And you pull and you hold and you breathe and you freeze. Massaging, again, the ascending colon. To keep this colon working, change. Pick up the other leg. It's a huge disaster when the colon stops functioning. The colon is meant to gather the waste, pull the water out of the waste, make it a solid, and have that solid eradicated 3 times in the morning. So 3 sides of the colon is emptied. And then change. Pick up both of your legs, swing your arms around them and grab your elbows and get the back of your neck long. And the chin is down. But also, what this posture does is it helps the colon feel the peristaltis movement. The peristaltis movement is a sausage-making movement of your bowel. And change. It was 2 legs that time, though. Let your legs go to the floor. And breathe. Okay, guys, let's do a sit-up. Arms over your head, flex toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, spin around. I can't see you right now, Wayne. You may have to tip your camera down a little bit. Turn around and lay in your bellies. And you know the way we do all the postures and they affect our belly, like half moon affects our bellies? Can you imagine the effect on the colon? All those half moon postures, all the colon is worked in those. Because each posture works everything. Hands palm down the floor, zip your legs up, push your feet down hard into the floor. Inhale, breathing and peel your body up. But there is one thing that I always have in my medicine cabinet, and that is psyllium husk in the powder form. And I will take that once a week. And that will definitely wash and clean out the internal parts of the colon. Look up, lift up, one more breath, and then come down. Look to the right. Arms down by your side. And you let go, you breathe. Chin forward. Hands, palms down the ground. Zip your legs up. Tighten your bum like Emmy said, so hard you can bounce a brick off it. Inhale, breathing, and peel your upper body up. Fingertips are a bit too forward, Barbie. They need to be for, yeah. Look up, lift up. Lovely. Christine, the whole of your upper body's up, and yet your navel's still on the ground. I can virtually see your ribs, and your navel is still on the ground with your hips, boo. And come down. That's exquisite. And breathe. And let go. Melt into the ground. Chin forward. Turn your hands, palms down. Get your elbows underneath your body. Maybe fingers touching side by side. Forget your left leg. Lengthen out your right leg. Inhale and go. Lift your right leg up and point the toe. And if you're ever teaching somebody in a room, you go up and you help them to say, oh, just turn your palm down. They go, oh, no, I don't do it. You leave them and never go back there again. Point the toe. Activate the foot. Because you realize you cannot offer anything there. The door's shut. So it's fine. Send them love. And you just don't go there again. Point the toe. You breathe. And change. Forget that leg, lengthen the left, inhale and go and lift the left leg up and point the toe. Turn the left hip down into your forearm. Hold the leg long, hold the leg straight. As you hold, you breathe. Come down. Face down, kiss the towel. Walk your fingertips down towards your knees. Inhale, breathing, and go. Lift both legs up to the floor into the air. Push your face down to the floor, push your shoulder down to the floor. And lift your legs up and go up, breathe up. Lift up, go up, one more breath, and come down. That was gorgeous, Christine. And let go. And just totally relax. Melt into the ground. Because people tell you everything about them that you need to know. And if somebody doesn't want your correction, it's because they're telling you, I don't want it. Face down, kiss the towel. Elbows underneath your body. Walk your fingertip down towards your knees, zip your legs up. Inhale, breathe in and go. Both legs up the floor into the air. Excuse me, lift up the right leg, point the toe, turn the right hip down to your forearm, hold the leg long way and it's really straight. Everybody, the men are beautiful legs. Gorgeous rock and roll, Christine. Hold, yes, Barbie, yes, Wayne. Change, face down, no. Forget that leg, lengthen the left, inhale and go. And lift the left leg up, point the toe, activate the foot. Keep on pointing, lifting. And come down. Face down, kiss the towel. Walk your fingertip down towards your knees. Zip your legs up. Inhale, breathing, and go. Lift both legs up the floor into the air. And both legs, fabulous, Christine, fabulous, Barbie. Push your face down, fabulous, Wayne. It's even higher, Wayne. You're all the way up, your ribs, your hips are up, Wayne. As you go up, lift up, go up, breathe up, one more lift, and Christine's are up. Come down. So Wayne and Christine, you were so much weight in the front part of your body that you'd not only lifted up your legs, you'd lifted up your bum and your hips as well. And that was incredible. Breathe. Breathe. Okay, chin forward. Arms out to the side, toes and heels together. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift everything up the floor into the air. Arms up, level the top of the head. Fabulous, Christine. Look up, lift up, go up, lift up, more up, lift up. Keep on coming up. One big, go, great, fabulous, Will. One more lift. Come down. You know when this is why your body's changed so much. It's because you're using your spine, all the back postures you're amazing at. So all your back of your leg, your butt, your back, all the muscles up your back, even your skull and neck, Wayne, they're so strong because they're so used to lifting everything, all your stuff up. Let's do it again. Arms out to the side. Zip your legs up. Inhale, breathe in and go. Lift everything up into the air. Arms up, level to the top of your head. And look up, go up. And go up, lift up. And go up, more up. Fabulous, lift up, go up, more up, fabulous, Barbie, beautiful Barbie. As you go up, one more beautiful breath, and then come down. Excuse me, come down. That was very, very beautiful. And let go. Let go. Okay, let's do the last one. See what we've got. Bend your legs behind you, reach your arm. Grab your feet below the toes. Inhale, breathing. And go. Kick your legs up and look up and kick up and go up and go up, more up. Yes, Christine, roll onto your belly a little bit more so your ribs come down. Christine, now kick your knees up. Kick your knees up so you're stretching the thighs. Yes, Wayne, gorgeous, beautiful, Will. Keep on kicking, one more kick. Come down. Will, that was stunning. Looked like a teardrop from the side. Breathe. Breathe. Last one. Chin forward. Bend your legs behind you. Reach your arm. Grab your feet below the toes. Inhale, breathing. And go. Kick up, look up, go up, more up. As you keep on kicking up, you're going up. Roll onto your belly. You kick up a little bit more up. And now you look up, kick up. Keep on kicking up, guys. Kick up, kick, kick, kick. One. Fabulous. Marvelous. Kick. And that's enough. Lay down. Look to the left. Let your body relax. Breathe. Okay, let's do Supta Vajrasana, fixed firm posture, the healer of your knees. You're going to open your toes and open your feet and get your bums on the ground in between. And then go back easy. Hands on the top of your feet as you go back. Holding your elbows over the top of your head as you go back. Knowing you can open your knees as wide as you can, or you can bring them together. And get the back of your neck long. And the chin is down. I know you work in the week, Will, but if you ever get a break and you know when it's coming, you can get Olga to take your class. She'll give you great feedback. She's the only other teacher that's been successful on Zoom. And we've had the best. Really the best. Like, oh, frustrates me. It couldn't happen. And breathe. Hold your elbows over the top of your head. Okay, then come up easy. And turn around and lay down and let go and breathe. And remember, it's not an effort for Olga to take your class. She gets class. And because she's a real yogini, she wants class. Breathe. And she said you're teaching her better than at her studio. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around. And she is a teacher with a second language. English was a second language. Come to the front of your mats. Open your toes, open your feet. Get in that nice, comfortable part of the posture. Second set. Toes and feet are open. Fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. The healer of your knees. And you breathe. Now also when you go back in this posture, think of the working of your bodies. You've cut off the blood supply so the blood can't go below the knees. So what happens is it starts to back up and fatten all the major arteries in your thigh. Then all your reproductive system begins to get energized. You're getting to feed the testes. You get to feed more energy in those places around the womb area if you've got one. All these places are energized and fed, and toxins are being carried away so they always function healthily. And then change come up. And turn around and lay down and let go. Do you know there's been no new breakthroughs in any cancer studies at all, or in any cancer medication since 1930? Do you know not one person in the royal family has ever had cancer? Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around. None of the Rothschilds. Cancer. Come to the back of your mat, sit your knees and heels. Your knees, they touch. Your heels, they touch. Inhale, your arms up over your head. Your hands are in prayer. You're sucking your tummy. Inhale, breathing, and come down the straightest spine that you can. Methinks they know what cures cancer. Lengthen forward. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Squeeze your knees together. Melt your bottom over your heels. Stuck in your tummy. Allow the blood to drain into your skull. Lift your wrists up off the floor to straighten out your elbows. But what you're doing, guys, you're not relying on the medical profession. You are all understand the genius of hitting this target that not everybody sees. But it makes you a helper that you can see it. And come up. And turn around. Change. And lay down 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. And you lay down, you let go, and you breathe. Breathe. Second set, my darlings. Arms over your head and flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale. And spin around. Come to the back of your mat. Sit on your knees and heels. Inhale, your arms over your head, hands in prayer, cross your thumbs, suck your tummy, come down long. Remember, you want to find length in your body. You want to open up the vertebrae in your back. You want to have your arms stretched so far that they're not just stuck in the armpits. You want your arms stretched so far, your wrist stretched far, your fingertips stretched far. And then you want to melt your bottom over your heels, so you're opening up the spine in another way. And you're squeezing your knees together. Bring your 8 ankle bones together so that starts to stretch on the inside where your big toe leans and goes all the way into your shin, stretches through that part of your leg. Squeeze your knees. Inhale, breathing, and come up with a straight back. And turn around, my beloveds, lay down, let go, and melt into the ground and breathe. And breathe. Camel, the master posture. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, please sit up. Exhale, exhale. Spin around, come stand on your knees. I want you to open your knees 6 inches. Open your heels 6 inches. Put your hands on the top of your bottom, your lower back. Hips, tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Drop your head back. Keep pushing your hips and your tummy and your thighs way, way forward and look back. You want to open your spine all the way from the tailbone, all the way until your spine touches your skull. So your chin shouldn't be in front of your skull. I mean, front of the tip of your spine, if you feel what I mean. Your chin should be falling off the end with your skull of your neck. And roll forward. Roll forward. Yours is Wayne. Yeah, Wayne, you've got the tip now of your skull. So the highest point for you, Wayne, is now your chin, along with Will. Roll forward, roll forward. I know that Christina's gone past that because I can't even see her head. Roll forward, roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. Lift your chest up. Keep on rolling forward, rolling forward. Put your hands back to your hips and change. The vertebrae in your neck are the hardest to open. Turn around, lay down. That's why old people have got no neck. Because they got stiffer and stiffer and stiffer and stiffer and stiffer. And there was never an attempt to reopen them. So as the systems of the body shut down in the normal world, there's no attempt to reopen them at all, except if you're doing this yoga, the 26+2, Bikram yoga, whatever you want to call it, this yoga. The other doesn't do it, or I would have arrived at 48 with a completely open body because I was doing the other for 22 years. Arms over your head, let's toe back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, and spin around. It only changed when I hit this yoga. Come and stand on your knees again. Open your knees. 8 to 10. Heels always 6. Hands on the top of your bottom, your lower back. Hips, tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up and drop your head back. And so how flexible your body is, Christine, which is beautifully flexible. And you're going to continue to do these postures, inshallah, for the next 10 years. So you can imagine how much more flexible your body's going to be in another 10 years. You see how it goes when we do what we do? Doesn't go in reverse. But sometimes there is a part of the brain, I've noticed in some people, where they listen to the, nah, you don't have to do yoga today. As soon as I hear that voice telling me not to do yoga today, roll forward, roll forward. Hips and tummy, thighs forward. I'm certainly not listening to it. Sometimes it doesn't do anything at all and I don't do yoga, I'm not alerted. But if I decide to do yoga, I don't listen to the voice, roll over, hips, tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up. Keep rolling a little bit more. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Keep rolling a little bit more. Hips and tummy, thighs forward, lift your chest up. Roll forward, roll forward, roll forward. And then change, turn around, lay down. Let go. You know, obviously, you know, your self-talk has got everything to do with how you develop, what you will listen to, what's being said to you, what you're saying back. Self-talk is very important. Whenever I get in my yoga dome, I give myself a round of applause. Just to know, my body loves it. She goes in for the round of applause now. Because remember, your body takes everything literally. My body doesn't care who gives her the round of applause. You're just happy she gets it. Arms over your head, reach toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, spin around. Body takes everything literally. So come to the back of your mat and sit your knees and heels. Reach around and grab your heels from behind. Chin down into your throat, suck in your tummy. And then roll over rabbit. This is the only posture, but actually there's two I can't do. I can't do this one yet. Everything in my brain goes, yeah, really? No, not yet. So obviously the parts of my spine that were around the ruptured disc are just not completely ready to accept this posture yet. Roll over, roll over. And the reason I got the slip disc is I wasn't listening to my body. So I'm listening to my body now. Roll over, roll over. Very, very beautiful, Will. Fabulous, Barbie. Look how it's coming on. Yes. Change. Lay down. Let go. And breathe. Let go and breathe. And spine twist doesn't want to do that either. So I'll wait. Breathe. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Come to the back of your mat. Sit your knees and heels. Reach around, grab your heels from behind. Get your chin down into your throat. Now you're going to squash yourself into the smallest shape you can be so that your forehead touches the top of your knees. You keep that contact and then roll onto your head quickly. And they should stay connected. Gorgeous way. That's it, Barbie. Now just roll onto your head quickly. And you shuffle your knees forward. Lovely bend, curve in your back, Will. I think that's the thing that's changed so much, is the curve in your back. It's flattened out your chest, realigned your shoulders in the right place, rib cage is in a different place. Everything in the structure of your upper body, Will, is completely different. Shoulder blades where they are, shoulders where they are. Roll forward. Roll forward, push the forehead into your knee. Feel the pressure on your third eye. And then change. And turn around, lay down, let go, breathe. Melt into the ground. Let go. So you're done, guys. Last couple of postures. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Your right leg out. Left leg in. Inhale up, turn, face the outstretched leg round over, get a grip. Pull the toes towards your face. Kick your heel away. Eyes are open, breath is normal. push your forward inch knee, bend your elbows. If your leg is straight and your elbows touch the ground, think your toes back to your face and lift your heel up off the floor at the end. And then please change. Left leg out, right leg in. Inhale, up, turn. Face your outstretched leg. Round over, get a grip. Pull your toes towards your face. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Dig your elbows in, lovely Christine. Pull the toes back. Suck in your tummy, round your spine. And if your legs are straight, lift your heel up off the floor at the end. Change. Feet together, lay down. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business on your bum. And suck in your tummy, inhale, breathing, and hinge forward. Pull your tummy towards your thighs. Pull your chest towards your knees, look forward. So you flatten it out. Open your elbows to get them down, touch the ground. Yes, will. Yes, will. And when you dig your elbows into the ground, then please lift your heels up off the floor at the end and change. Gorgeous, Will. Very, very gorgeous. Lay down, let go, breathe. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, please sit up. Exhale, exhale. Please spin around again. Right leg out. And it's a big diagonal. Remember, you really want a big diagonal, as if you were trying to make a big triangle. Inhale, up, turn, face that leg, round over, get a grip. Pull the toes back. Dig your elbows into the ground. And if your legs are straight, then lift your heel up at the end. Please change. Other side, left leg out, right leg in. Inhale up and turn again. Face the leg and go after it. And pull the toes back. And what I realized, Christine, which I'd quite forgotten about, because everybody I've been working with is so goes for it, is that when you're trying to teach somebody, they don't want to go for it, they want to do the little, it breaks your spirit. You're trying to it breaks your spirit, that's why you don't want it. Elbows into the ground and lift your heel up off the floor at the end. Okay. I know, feet together, lay down. Inhale, breathing, please sit up. Exhale, exhale. Grab your big toe, your first and second finger, and do the walk back business. Walk back, walk back, walk back. Drop your shoulders away from here, spine straight. Suck in your tummy, hinge forward. Bring your tummy forward onto your thighs. Bring your tummy forward, chest to your knees. Keep on coming, guys, a little bit more. Eyes are open, breath is normal. Bend your elbows. And if your legs are straight, please, would you lift your heel up off the floor at the end? Change. Very good, Barbie. Turn around, lay down, let go. Breathe. Okay, guys, final spinal. Arms over your head, please, toes back. Inhale, sit up. Exhale, exhale, spin around. Kick your bend your right leg on, left leg underneath you. Don't sit on your left heel. Pick up your right foot, cross it over the corner, left knee joint. Lift up your left arm over the knee. Push the out of the way, grab the lower knee, lengthen your spines now. And begin to twist. Shoulders look fantastic, Wayne. They look like a young bloke's shoulders, all spread wide, because you've got a long neck coming out. And the other thing, Wayne, is it's from the two shoulder blades, two tips of the shoulders, and then it goes V down into your waist. And at 60, that's bloody amazing. Twist, twist, twist. Change. Bend your left leg underneath you, right leg. Do not sit on your right heel. Pick up your left leg, cross up. You did a very great job today, Will. Really good job today. Right arm up and over, pushing the out of the way, grab the lower knee, lengthen your spine, begin to twist. But I have to say, everybody in their own way excelled. Now keep on twisting. Twist a little bit more. Lower spine twist, middle spine twist, upper spine, turn your chin now. You can get your chin to twist a little bit more. As you twist, one last twist. Please change. Fabulous job, guys. Lay down. Let go. Another bunch of money in your bank against your old age. Arms over your head, flex your toes back. Inhale, sit up, exhale, exhale, and spin around. So Wayne, 60 is the third act, the first sort of year of old age, and you've not hit old age. Do you see that, Wayne? You came to class, I told you it would change the way you age, and here you are, Wayne, 60 years old and younger than when you started. I know, he's delighted. I'm so delighted. Inhale, breathing, and let's go for it. Snap your tummies in and blow. That's why you keep coming, Wayne, you know. Your tummies are in, fast as you can. Your tummies are in, spine straight. And this is the tip of the iceberg that you see in the mirror, Wayne. The tip of the iceberg. What's going on in your internal organs is incredible for all of us. The 3, 2, down. Swallow a couple of times. Inhale, breathing. And let's go for it. Start with tummy and blow, 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 blow. Keep on blowing as fast as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2. You're done. I know. Beautiful class, guys. You did a beautiful class. Just turn around now, lay down, and honor yourselves, honor your practice, because every time you've come to class, it was an expression of love to your own being. Love from the ancients who taught us this practice, taught us a different way to live our exquisitely beautiful lives. Have the most gorgeous Sunday, my beautifuls. Namaste. I love you. I love you. I love you.